Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I bring to you guys a foundation demo and review. But before we get into that, I wanted to bring awareness to several humanitarian issues that have been happening around the world. So I will be linking educational articles and links down below in the description, along with places that you can send some help and donate as well. The first one being what is happening in Palestine with their illegal evictions of the Palestinians from their homes, along with the bombings and just like military terrorism that has been happening to these people. Number two, the bombing in Afghanistan and like tens of lives that were lost. And third, the horrible COVID outbreak in India, their lack of resources. So they definitely need some help. And number four, continuing to spread awareness and help for our American, Asian, and Pacific Islander community as well. So please check out those links and do what you can. Post about it. If you don't have any money to donate, just bringing awareness to this is so much help for these people. So please don't forget to check out those links. Now for today's video, I am, like I said, doing a demo of the Givenchy Prisme Libre foundation, and also giving my thoughts and opinions about how this applies, the coverage, how it makes my skin look, how other products apply on top of it, all of that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in how this foundation works and what I think about it, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so before we get started, sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. She is like in and out of sleep and also snoring, so I apologize. But anyways, let's get started. So this is the packaging of the foundation. It just kind of has like the description, the ingredients, a little bit of information about it. It says it's a skin caring glow foundation that takes care of your skin and enhances its natural beauty with a radiant light diffusing finish. Its light melting texture is enriched with an advanced glow complex, a water infused with skincare activities that guarantees a fresh and light drenched complexion for 12 hours a day. Yes, like 12-hour usage. Day after day, the skin becomes more beautiful and more luminous. The skin's clarity appears improved and its texture refined. The complexion and its The complexion looks evenly transparent while imperfections are visibly reduced. Let the skin breathe. Buildable coverage, non-comedogenic. Product designed to promote the recycling of its packaging. Recyclable glass bottle after removing its pump. Cardboard box printed with bio-sourced inks. Okay, cool. So it's like friendly, environmentally friendly. But yeah, here's what it looks like. I got the shade 3W245. There is quite like a range of foundations. I don't know the exact number of shades that they have. I'll like put it on the screen. However, their undertones are like not the business. I think there was like 3 or 4 shades in between this one and then the one that I tried. The one that I tried was a neutral, and then after that they were like either cool or neutral but had way too pink undertones. So this was the next one up that was a warm, and I just thought that the undertone of this one would be much better. But I will say that the shades of these kind of seem like they would match several skin tones. So the one that I tried previously, I'll put the number, I think it was like 2N120 or something like that. That one seemed way too light for me, but did end up like blending into my skin pretty nicely. Obviously I did like bronze the shit out of my face, but so this one does also seem like it would match several skin tones. But anyways, here's the packaging of the foundation itself. It's just kind of like a glossy black top and then a clear glass. This is Givenchy Prisme Libre, and then skin caring glow, and that's what it says down here. It does have the shade down here again, the Givenchy logo, and then you just pop the cap off and it does come with a pump. This is 1 fluid ounce, which is like the standard liquid amount that comes in all foundations. So I really like that it has a pump. So first I'm gonna prime my face and then we can get started. For primer, I'm gonna go in with something a little sticky. It's the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I believe I used this the last time that I tried the foundation. I just don't want to use anything that's like super luminous underneath because my sun, like my skincare and my sunscreen are already luminous. And I would just want this to kind of stay all day or maximize those 12 hours. So I'm just gonna apply this foundation the same way that I always apply all of my other foundations. I know a lot of people do like a test where they do like half their face with one technique and half their face with the other, just to show you guys like the optimal way that I would use it. I'm just gonna do it the same way that I always do. So I already shook this up. I usually just take the pump and apply like 4 different dots all over my face. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Sometimes I'll do 5 like on my nose. And then I always go in with a brush. This one happens to be like my only clean brush, but it's always some sort of shape like this, like a dense kabuki kind of brush. I'll put the foundation all over my face and then I go in with a beauty blender. This is a Real Techniques sponge. I use it to kind of like buff out the edges. Sometimes I reapply more foundation with the sponge, just depending on like how full coverage I want my foundation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out with my sponge. I mean my brush. So it just kind of looks like your skin, but a little bit better. It literally applied like the most minimal coverage on there. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my sponge and apply just a little bit more on here, like 2 pumps worth. Okay guys, so here's what we look like after that second layer. If I had gone in with the brush again, maybe it would have been a little bit more coverage, but I actually like the way it's looking right now. It has a lot of radiance and just glowy and very much so skin-like, a skin-like foundation. So it has given me an overall very even complexion, which I really like. And still glowy and still dewy. I like this because I go in with a shit ton of powder, okay? A shit ton of powder. So it still kind of makes me look lifelike. And as you guys can see, this match is like pretty damn good. And it may have looked a little bit dark when I first was applying it. I don't know, I can only tell from like my viewfinder. But yeah, it just looks very, very nice. I also go in with a pretty bright concealer. And then like my powders obviously make everything a little bit brighter. So far, so good. This is kind of just like, I guess like the best that you're gonna get. This is by no means medium to full coverage, medium at best. But it is really, really nice. It doesn't feel heavy at all. And you can't really like, it's not really like creasing anywhere. I haven't set anything. Everything's kind of just like blended into place. You can still see like a lot of texture on my face. So that's another thing. Like it is a very light foundation and it is just going to like basically even out your complexion. It's not here to cover a single thing. That is not her job. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face off of camera, and then I'll jump back on here to show you guys what it all looks like once everything is set with like powder and everything. So before I finish off the rest of my face, I wanted to show you guys what my base looks like on after being set with powder. So I did do concealer and then I set that with one powder, and the rest of my face I set with a different powder. So I'll run through the products really quick, but also list them in the description. You guys already know. The first concealer that I applied on was the Sephora the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. This is in the shade Fondant. This is just very lightweight and doesn't give me like the brightness that I like. So then I went in with another concealer. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is the matte one in Light Sand. I used a little bit of this in combo with this, so like applied them on at the same time and then blended that out, and then wanted a little bit more brightness, so I went in just with a little bit more of this one, and that's how I got like this specific combo. That I set with my Fenty Pro Filter powder in the shade Butter. This is like the perfect color for any kind of brightness that I need. And then the rest of my face I set with the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. I go in with the slightest amount of this because it can make me look a little bit orange sometimes. So I just set like literally the rest of my face with that because I don't like the white cast that this one gives me. So that's the combo that I pretty much always do. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face with some bronzer, some blush, finish my eyes up, some lipstick, lip gloss, and then I'll be right back. So guys, this is the finished look. What do we think? I'll run down through the other products that I used off camera. So for bronzer, I went in with the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in Tastic. I had a period where I really like hated this and I regretted buying it, like, or repurchasing it, but actually I've been loving it lately. I don't know if it's like the specific blush bronzer combo that I've been doing, but it really looked so muddy on me like a couple of weeks ago and I was just like, that's gross, ew. But lately it's kind of been giving me just like a very sun-kissed kind of look. I don't know. I think it's the blush, but yeah, because this is a very like orangey kind of blush. I don't know. I mean, blush bronzer. I don't know. It just can look muddy really quickly, so beware. I used this all over my face. And then for blush, I went in with MAC's powder blush in Coppertone. This is such a beautiful shade. It makes me look like the perfect amount of like sun-kissed and bronze without just looking too brown. So I really, really love this. It's like the perfect mauvey brownish blush. Whoops. And then just to add a little bit more pigment or a little bit more of the rosiness, I went in with my Moon Prism blush palette from, what's this called? Lunar Beauty. I was like, MUA Beauty. In this one, this is Spacey. So it's similar, but way more rosy and pink. So that makes the perfect combo. Lips, I'm using MAC's Stripdown liner and then their, which is like super teeny tiny. And then their Cherish satin lipstick. Okay guys, so I'm gonna zoom you in so you can get like a proper close-up of my face, but from like a distance you can see like my skin just still looks like skin. Like I do have a lot of powder. Like I always, well, for the most part, always go for powder products, but with dewy foundations I find that it doesn't make me look like a dry prune. Like it just looks like my face, but better. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in really quick. So here's a close-up of the face, the makeup, everything. Like it just kind of has this like blurred effect. Like, I mean, on this side, I don't know. No, this is the side. There's like slight imperfections you can see right there, right there. Like there is still texture on my face and there's so much powder on my face, but it doesn't look dry. Like I don't look dry. So I don't know. I'm recently loving dewier foundations because with the amount of powder that I put on my face, that being like to set it and then like powder blush, powder bronzer, it never makes my face look super dry. So I've really, really been enjoying that. And then as the hours go by, obviously the oils start to settle in. It just makes my face look dewy, not oily. So I've just been such a fan of it. And the coverage is there, you know, like with the concealer and then with the powders, like it adds just that little bit of coverage that the foundation itself is like missing. But it just, honestly, like this is my second time trying it, my first time trying it properly with my shade, and it's just such a beautiful base. Like, I don't know, but I like it, okay? Okay guys, so that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the demo portion of it. As for my final thoughts and opinions on the foundation, I really like it, okay? I would definitely, out of 5 stars, give it like a 4 to a 4.5. However, if I'm being honest and, you know, talking to you as like my girly, my best friend, this is not something that you need in your collection or that is jaw-dropping, the only thing on the market, revolutionary type of foundation. Like there's literally so many other foundations that do the exact same thing, but nonetheless I love it. I'm gonna keep this. It's gonna be in my foundation collection. I am definitely gonna get use out of it, but I have literally 3 other foundations that do almost the exact same thing. So the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation, extremely comparable. The NARS one I would say has a little bit more coverage, so if you're looking for something that can be light but is more like medium to full, I would definitely say the NARS one, or like a true medium foundation. medium coverage. The Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation doesn't have the same finish, but I literally would say it's like almost exactly comparable. It's not glowy, but it does give you beautiful, like doll-like skin. And something glowy is the Dior Forever Glow. That one, chef's kiss, mwah, is like literally so beautiful. I definitely would pick that one over this one. But nonetheless, like, I'm still gonna keep her. She still did a great job. Like, the first time I wore it, you know, I was blown away. And even now, the second time applying it, like, I love the way my skin looks. It's just such a beautiful foundation. But like I said, I can achieve this same coverage and look with 3 other foundations that I have in my collection. So it's not something that I needed, but I'm definitely glad that I got it because I love it, okay? So, you know, take my opinion and this demo with a grain of salt. If you have been wanting to try this foundation, you have my 2 thumbs up of recommendation. It's really beautiful, okay? But if you have something or anything that I mentioned in your collection and you thought this might be a little bit different, it's definitely not. Like, it's just a good high-end foundation, you know. I love the price point of it. $49 is not something too ridiculously expensive. There is obviously much more budget-friendly foundations on the market, but however, you know, like I mentioned, the Giorgio Armani, that's like $65, you know. So that's definitely a whole $20-ish more expensive than this one. So, you know, pick and choose what you want. If you want to get it, go ahead and get it. If you don't need it and still want to get it, go get it. If you don't really care for a foundation like this, then you're not missing out on that much, okay? So that was my final spiel about the foundation. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to check out the links that I'm leaving down below. We are amongst several humanitarian crises around the world, and they definitely need our attention and our help. So please don't forget to check out those links. If you guys are interested in any of the products that I mentioned in today's video, also check in the description box. I have everything listed and linked for you guys always. Don't forget to comment any future video requests in the comment section. Like always, let me know if you guys have this foundation, if you like it. If you have something similar, you know, dewy that you recommend that you want me to try out, definitely also let me know in the comment section down below. And like always, don't forget to believe in yourselves, stay woke, stay educated, and stay safe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!